There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can SEE, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st and 10, Love. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Love going to give this one to Jones. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Come on, 10.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Barkley inside handoff. We'll get this up to about the 44.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation at 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really...
There he goes, left side! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Love now. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 1. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team, champ.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Love. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Down. Flight 2. 43 rail. Ready.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll set up to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Love. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Cycle.
Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Right, 97. Striker, 3-3. Green Jack. Blaster, 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion goes the tight end. Second and 2. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. defense in the backfield, all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On second down, Love once more. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Throwing, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Oh, he bowls over it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Second down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready, set.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch one. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They find some open field here, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we...
And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And he's got him in! And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And the Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.